Thanks, Gaylor. While the seasons for both teams have been well underway for more than a month now, conference play is where the real work begins. For the baseball team, they'll face a North Dakota State team they beat twice last year in the conference tournament. Caleb Rydell is the Friday scheduled starter and is coming off a 13 strikeout performance 2 weeks ago against Stonehill, an outing that propelled him to Summit League Pitcher of the Week honors. Softball will take on St. Thomas. Cameron Meyer has picked up where she left off last season, with a 1.36 ERA and 14 performances so far. The Mavericks have a 13-8 record this season and were picked to finish second in the conference preseason rankings. Both teams are looking to start their conference seasons off on the right note. Back to you, Gaylor. Florence Community Center's new Dream Court joins over 100 similar facilities across the nation. Open to anyone and everyone, rain, snow, or shine. The mission? To inspire community members, namely youth, to take a shot at following their dreams.
Excitement is brewing in Nebraska as football is given the boot and a new sport prepares to take center court on the state's largest stage, Memorial Stadium. The Mavericks will soon take their game outside as they test their strength against the Huskers on August 30th. The match will serve as the primetime event for Volleyball Day in Nebraska, which will also feature an exhibition between Nebraska Kearney and Wayne State College earlier that afternoon. The goal of the event is to celebrate the sport's impact on the state. Senior Rachel Fairbanks says that this unique event will be momentous for the sport.
Now we get the chance to make a big impact in the sport and keep growing the fan base of volleyball itself.
You don't need to look much farther than the 2022 NCAA Division I Volleyball Championships to see the impact the sport has had on Nebraska. But leaving the confines of the arena could potentially serve up something special for both fans and players.
UNO Volleyball Associate Head Coach Kelly O'Connor says that many homegrown players on her roster are excited at the chance to play somewhere where they grew up watching their favorite teams compete.
We had a girl cry and she was like, "This is so cool!" And then we had other people like, "Whoa, this is going to be awesome."
In December, the NCAA Division I Volleyball Championship match brought a packed house to CHI Health Center, which has played host to 5 of the 10 highest attended matches in finals history, according to KLKN. In September, Wisconsin and Nebraska broke the NCAA volleyball attendance record, bringing in a crowd of 18,755 fans, according to the NCAA. O'Connor says that she hopes for a sold-out Memorial Stadium in August to elevate women's sports to the biggest stage imaginable. Even while another Super Bowl has come and gone and the Huskers are out of season, the state of Nebraska never stops thinking about football. Whether it's tackle or flag, at the youth, high school, or collegiate level, everyone gets their chance to take the field. And right now, it's the girls' time to shine. Flag football has recently seen a massive amount of growth in the state. Millard United Sports adopted the National Football League's flag model in the 2012-2013 season, with the addition of girls' flag in 2015, according to Manager of Operations Troy Streeter.
Now girls have the opportunity to advance into college and play. In the last couple of years, there have been 15 NAIA schools that offered college scholarships, one being Midland University just up the road.
Efforts by the NFL and of leagues across the nation have paid off immensely, seeing a 40% increase in the participation of girls flag football since 2018, according to the National Federation of High School State Associations. Advocates for the sport hope to see this trend continue and to get more girls on the gridiron.
As the only higher education institution in Nebraska to offer women's flag football, Midland University has offered opportunities to athletes across the nation. Head coach Jason Jones says that he takes pride in playing a part to elevate the game.
I still do a lot. I think we do a lot as well as push the game forward and doing clinics, throughout the country and stuff like that. So I think it's just a huge move for us to say, girls can ball too.
According to Jones, flag football has been sanctioned at the high school level in 8 states. Streeter hopes that this will be the next step for Nebraska, giving girls the opportunity to play in front of their peers and perhaps college coaches like Jones. For the Omaha News, I'm Maret Elgren.
While many winter sports are gearing up for their annual conference competitions, the Omaha track team is just getting started. Reporter Maret Elgren takes us to the Dakota Dome, where the Mavericks tackled their first of 2 conference meets.
St. Leo University in St. Leo, Florida, announced last Tuesday that it would be discontinuing 3 men's and women's athletic programs. Among them was a fairly common scapegoat, track and field. Here here in Omaha, the Mavericks' own track and field team traveled to Vermilion, South Dakota over the weekend to make a splash in the Summit League Conference. For non-revenue generating sports, performances at conference competitions carry some extra weight. Senior Maya Noctigal is no stranger to the elevated pressure to perform, this weekend being her 4th trip to the Summit League Indoor Championships.
I do think that a lot of us feel some extra pressure to compete well, just to kind of get our name out there more.
In a sport like track and field, name recognition can make or break you. That desire to become a household name in the Summit League Conference is what gives the Mavericks motivation to throw farther, jump higher, and run just a little bit faster.
A second time around the conference roster, sophomore Macy Persinger has also realized the added pressure.
For the conference meet, I feel a little bit of added pressure because I know obviously if I do well or as a team we do well, we're going to get a lot more recognition.
The recognition that comes with the Maverick name is, after all, part of the experience that students pay for. An estimated 10% of Omaha's athletic revenue is paid for by student fees, according to a 2020 NBC News report. For athletes, it can take a toll knowing that they quite literally represent their entire body of fellow students. But both Noctigal and Persinger agree that, above all else, they are lucky to have the opportunity to chase their passions. For the Omaha News, I'm Maret Elgren.